I prepared something for you today. I don't fake like I'm off the dome. I prepared it in my Samsung notes and I wrote this earlier. I want to walk you through it because of what's launching next month. Nobody is talking about it. So let me be the one. Most people are still staring at Bitcoin's price. I am staring at March 2026 because next month something launches that could change how we think about privacy forever. The problem, here's the truth about blockchain today. Everything is visible. Every transaction, every smart contract, every wallet. If you send money, I can see it. If you deploy a contract, I can read it. We traded privacy for transparency. But what if you are a hospital handling patient records? What if you are a business negotiating a salary? What if you don't want the world knowing what you do with your money? Today, you have no choice. Tomorrow, you might. Which means today, you have no choice than to let people know what you are doing with your money. Tomorrow, you might have a choice. The solution, enter Cardano's midnight. Not a coin, not a competitor to Ethereum. Think of it as a shield that sits on top Cardano. It uses something called zero knowledge proofs. Fancy term, simple meaning. You can prove something is true without revealing the information itself. That is the meaning of zero knowledge. You can prove you have enough money to pay without showing your balance. You can prove you are over 18 without showing your ID. You can prove a vote was counted without showing who you voted for. This is not a feature, this is a new category. Why now? March 2026. That's when the mainnet launches. Not a white paper, not a promise, a live blockchain. Developers are already building on the testnet, privacy focused DEXs, confidential identity tools, regulated DeFi, the institutions that ran from Ethereum's transparency, they are watching midnight. Here's what I believe. In 5 years, privacy blockchain won't be optional. They will be expected. And the project that start building in March 2026, they will be the one everyone wishes they bought earlier. This is not financial advice. This is just me showing you what I am watching. Midnight launches next month. The question is, will you be paying attention to when it does? If you come to Google and you search what is midnight for Cardano, you'll see the information right there. This is how the research is done in process. Don't forget, this is not a financial advice. You have to do your research. Midnight aims to provide Cardano with a programmable privacy layer using zero knowledge proofs, separating public and private data. The launch includes a cross-chain allocation model distributing Night tokens across multiple ecosystems to foster a shared privacy environment. Now we see more link right here. What to know? Midnight token launched, doubling in value and nearing $1 billion valuation as major exchanges opened markets. Midnight aims to provide Cardano with programmable privacy layer using zero knowledge proofs, separating public and private data. The launch includes a cross-chain allocation model distributing Night tokens across multiple ecosystems to foster a shared privacy environment. Cardano's long-term developing privacy architecture finally took a concrete step this week with the market's debut of Midnight's Night token, which has doubled since launch. Night's first sessions were volatile as expected for a new listing, but the token recovered sharply after the initial sell-off and moved near a $1 billion valuation as OKX, Bybit, and NXC opened market. A separate wave of activities come from users redeeming allocations from the so-called Glacier airdrop, the first several release period scheduled through 2026. As liquidity builds, Knight's price token is likely to remain noisy, but the launch is ultimately less about token and more about what Midnight is designed to become. Okay, what we studied earlier in what I wrote in my notes. Described as a partner chain, Midnight is input outputs attempt to give Cardano a programmable privacy layer built around zero knowledge proofs or technology that allows the verification of information without fully revealing that information. So if you are watching this, you are early. In practice, that means Midnight keeps two parallel records, one that behaves like a normal public blockchain, another that stores encrypted data. Applications can choose which part of a transactions are visible and which remains private, letting users prove what's necessary without exposing everything they do on chain. Like if you want more March 2026 previews, Subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Emmanuel Cripsnoid, and I'll see you in the next one.